Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. And if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit about Father's Day. As you guys know, Sunday is Father's Day. It's a day that we have set aside to commemorate and celebrate all of the fathers in our lives. And there are so many different ways to do that. I thought that I would share with you some of the ways that I have chosen to celebrate my husband, who is a wonderful father, and I love him dearly. My husband loves the crafting and things that I do, but he is not necessarily a fan of wearing the crocheted items and whatnot. The knit ones, yes, but not the crocheted. And so I have a lot of other crafts that I do, and I am always trying to find ways to inspire. So hopefully what I'm showing you guys today will inspire you a little bit to maybe consider using some of the things that you have, or just trying your hand at using some of these things, okay? All right, so this video actually has to do with sewing and not with yarn. So let's take a look and see some things that I have made in the past for my husband, not necessarily all on Father's Day, but this is something for you guys to think about. And then I have a small project at the end that I would like to show you guys, just in case you would like to make a last minute gift. Okay, does that sound good? All right, so let's get started. First of all, the pattern that I chose to use as my prototype was a McCall's sewing pattern. Okay, so this is the pattern here, and it is 2447. Okay, the nice thing about this pattern is there are quite a few things in the pattern. Okay, so this pattern comes complete with a vest, a shirt, a tie in 2 different lengths, and a bow tie. So that's a lot packed into this pattern, and it comes in different sizes. So this one is a small, medium, large, and then they have another one that goes all the way up to large, extra large, and 2X, if I'm not mistaken. And I couldn't find the other pattern, but this one will suffice because I have used this one as well. Now, I made some adaptations to it, and that's what I'm excited to show you guys today. All right, so let's take a look at the plain pattern that I used without doing any major adjustments, okay? Okay, so this is the first vest that I made for him. And I chose this really beautiful kind of gray plaid, kind of subtle, and some very nice buttons. I found a really nice gray lining fabric to go with it. It is complete with a belt here in the back. And it has these nice pockets here, okay? And so this is just a plain vest, basically, with the pockets. And he absolutely loved this vest, okay? So he absolutely loved it, and it looked great when he tried it on. The sizing is very true to what it says on the pattern, but you can make adjustments if you need to, okay? So this was the first one. All right, so now I made that one, and I thought, you know, I want something that's a little bit more, so I looked and I found this beautiful, beautiful fabric, and I could not resist. So this was the second one that I made, and he absolutely loved it. At first, I wasn't sure whether he would wear it, but he absolutely loved it. And it turned out just so great. Once again, it has the pockets here, And I used a black material for the back. And of course, I did the belt in the back. And this turned out wonderful also. And he was looking pretty snazzy in this vest. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. So the next one, I made a little bit of adjustments, and that was because he just gave me an idea and asked me if I could figure out how to make the vest double-breasted. And I thought about it and I said, yeah, I think I can. So I looked online and just observed what some of the double-breasted jackets and vests look like. And I made some adjustments to the pattern, and this is what I came up with. I really like the way it came out. And as you can see here, it is a set of buttons on either side going down, and so it's 2 sets of buttons. I had to extend the closure on this side as well as the closure on this side in order to get it to be double-breasted and to make sure that it then had a center in the middle. For this one, I really do love this fabric. I think it is great. I didn't want to make any of the vests to be the same with its colors. So I did use a lighter gray for the lining material for the back. And yes, it has a belt in the back. I did keep the pockets in the front. All right, so the pockets really nicely done in the front. And yeah, he loved this one also. Now, we had a program that was going on, and I was looking around and I wasn't sure if he would wear this color, but for this particular program, it was requested that we wear something that was a little bit more bright. And I found this material. So I went ahead and did this one too, and I did it double-breasted. So let's take a look. Okay, so this one also, I did double-breasted. I really do love the way it came out. I used black for the lining material in the back, and as you see, it has the belt, and it has the pockets here, okay? And I really do love the way it turned out. I did try to do photos of this on my mannequin, but I don't have a male mannequin, and it just didn't look right on the mannequin. The mannequin didn't wear it well at all. So that's why I'm showing them to you individually like this. So I hope you guys don't mind, and I hope you're able to see them well. What I think I can try to do is just maybe take a photo flat and then put the photo up so that you can see them. And if you like, I'm sure you could probably find this pattern available. It is an older pattern, but I think you should be able to find this pattern or something similar to it. And if you like, try to make vests of your own. All right, so last but not least, an item that you can make for the father in your life is a tie. And I know it seems like, wow, people just think of ties all the time, but not just any tie. This is something that you actually make for yourself. So let me show you what I came up with for my husband that he absolutely loved. It is a bow tie. All right. So this is the bow tie that I came up with, and it is one that you have to tie yourself. All right. You can make them already done, and this is an example of one that's already done. So when you make it already done, it's an easier pattern, I would say, because all you have to do is make your loop and then you make your center portion, a small piece of fabric for the center portion, and you take and you gather it and sew the band on, and then you just take your band that goes around your neck and you kind of thread it through, and it gives a beautiful, beautiful tie. Now, this uses a very small amount of fabric, a lot less than it would if you make a tie that you have to tie, and a very small amount of fusible interfacing. Okay, so this is an example of one that's already done that you don't have to tie yourself. All right, so here is the one that you do have to tie, and I'm going to quickly show you how to tie a tie, and let's see if we can do this. Okay, all right, so I'm going to sit back and show you how to tie a tie. All right, so you're just going to take the tie and you're going to put it around your neck or around the neck of the person that you're trying to make it for. All right, and you want to position it so that you have one piece of the tie longer than the other. Okay, one piece has to be longer than the other. You take the longer piece and put it in front of the shorter piece, bring it around and through. Okay, you see that? All right, now I'm going to come in closer because I want you to see what I'm doing. All right, so now you're going to take the piece that you just brought through, which was the long piece, and you're going to put it over the person's shoulder. All right, now you're going to be working with this piece right here. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, okay? But what you're going to do is this piece where you have this kind of bulged out area, you're going to take it and you're going to fold it and turn it. Okay, so just fold it and turn it. Now you can fold it and turn it this way or fold it and turn it that way. It doesn't really matter. All right. And then you're just going to take it and you're going to lay it right along where this kind of tie is made here. Just lay it in front of it. All right. Now I'm going to take this piece that I put over the shoulder and bring it forward. Okay. And I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to bring them together. Okay. Now, if you need to slow this down, please slow it down. And that way it'll make sense to you. All right. So now I just have this piece just laying in there and I'm just holding these two pieces. Now, if I look to the side like this, you should be able to see that there's a hole here and a hole there. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to come up close because what I want to show you is I have a fold here. Okay, I have a fold, but here I don't have a fold. This is just the end of it. All right. So now what I'm going to try to do is orient so that I end up with a fold on this side too, which means I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to stick it right through this hole that was made behind it. And bring it through. Not all the way though. Okay, so now I have an end here. I have a fold here. I have an end here and a fold here. All right, so now all I have to do is just make the adjustments to get my knot to work. All right, now for me, I was able to just kind of push it forward towards the tie, and that gave me my knot. Now you can kind of, you know, make whatever adjustments you need to make it look as nice as you need it to be. But that is how you tie a bow tie. If it helps, you can slow the video down and take those steps one at a time, and hopefully it will help you. My husband really loves the tie and he does wear it. And I'm gonna pop a picture in here. This is an event that we went to and it was a black tie event, and he absolutely proudly wore the tie that I made for him. And I feel so honored, and it was just wonderful. And I thought he looked great in it. So that's all I have for this portion. let's go ahead and take a look at the puzzle solution from the last video that included a puzzle. And this is what I came up with. And this is the puzzle for today. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm so happy that you're enjoying doing these puzzles. You guys are finding words and figuring out words from the puzzles, and it is just awesome. All right. So I hope that these things were inspiring to you. And I hope that you will be able to find something that will be creative and heartfelt for the Father in your life. All right. Happy Father's Day to each and every one of you who are fathers or who are father figures. Life wouldn't be the same without you. Do everything you can to be mindful, to be at your best health, and by all means, guys, continue to be crafty every day. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Bye-bye now.